Hello everyone, Liz in Detroit here, showcasing a deep-rooted heart project that's, as many people have been doing projects over the course of the last 3 years during COVID. This has been a great redevelopment project, labor of love, that will hopefully be one of more than one rehab projects I'm working on with my new development company. My partner couldn't be here today to help me showcase our current condition of how far we've gotten on this project, but I'm really hoping you like what you see. We're hoping to get everything wrapped up within the next 30 days and put this on the market as of early December 1st. We had a few setbacks months past. We thought we'd have this by early fall, but as we all know, with contractors not so working out so well or being unavailable, you kind of have to roll with the punches. And we've been hit with quite a few punches, but thankfully did not have to take a loan on this project. My partner and I are self-financing that, which to me is a really big deal. It hurts for a little bit, but hopefully not for too much longer. So I just want to say, first and foremost, as we come here from the outside, it was really important for us to have some kind of curb appeal. So we had a crew come through quite a few times actually. That's done a lot of work on keeping the grass mowed, cleaning up the lines in the sidewalk, so that there's very minimal work to be done once you move in outside of like doing a lot of your own plantings. We separated and have 2 beds kind of symmetrical outside of the brand new deck. Just planting some mums because those are going to be the best things that will survive the next few months. Everything else probably would die out. So that's leave something for the new homeowner to do next spring. And we've seeded and put down hay in other areas that will grow grass. But we're going to follow me now, and we're going to go to the side of the house. So again, just making sure we kept things tight. You know, the original brick foundation we kind of left because we didn't want to paint that because we've already got some siding on here, but we've got all new glass block windows throughout the entire basement, so that's better for insulation, security, and moisture. Our outdoor door, because this is a smaller door, is actually going to get completely refaced. It's going to be painted black with new hardware. Removed as best as we could a lot of the old tree stumps that are on the frame. Put in a brand new fence. So you see my height, 6 foot, not privacy fence, chain link fence, all around the whole property. There was a huge decrepit old garage here in the back, which thankfully when it was taken down, we found out that the concrete slab it sat on is in pretty great shape. And with this alley being part of an alley cleanup, you've got easy access to pull in from just off of Mac down this alley to come in and park. So all of this has been graded and seeded again, so it's ready for any kind of plantings a new buyer would choose to do come springtime next year. But just want you to showcase off the back. So when we put in this fence, there was actually trees that lined this whole thing that all had died. And we had probably huge stumps that were at least 2 feet in diameter that were sticking up. So all of those had to be grinded down to clean all this up. And many of these trees had to be trimmed back, if not taken down. But there were just suckers of big trees all around here, so we had to clear all this out. And I'll showcase some of the old photos when our very first demo day that will show this backyard, and it's unbelievable of where it's come from then to now. So from the exterior, the siding was here. We've had to do some patching in, and we are going to do some repainting to match as best as we can from the siding that was here. I've got to work with our contractors to do some gutter extenders here, just so that any water that we do get comes further away from the house. Put in a brand new glass block window there with a vent, and that's the other side of where all the mechanical is. So now we're going to come in off the back. Brand new railing and steps here off the back of the house, which I locked. So we'll go in the other door. And this is the best way of coming in anyway. So again, featuring this great deck, huge and big, that you can have 2 separate seating areas outside here. So as we enter into the main part of the house, we have the hardwood floors have all been refinished, original hardwood, and what was damaged we kind of pieced in with new pieces of hardwood. And we stayed at a really nice, rich walnut espresso. Okay, so we've got all the molding right now that's dark, but this is actually going to become white with white baseboards. But wherever there's a door, the doors are actually all going to be in black, and we're going to accent those with brass hardware. So it'll make everything pop. This color on the walls is my favorite color. It's called Simply White through Sherwin-Williams. It is my all-around go-to white because it's a little bit softer, doesn't look too stark, but I love it. The windows here, so when we were getting bids for windows, brand new windows were going to cost probably close to $50,000 for the whole house. We actually ended up refurbishing all of these windows for about $35,000. Some have storms and screams, some do not. But we like the idea of refurbishing the old windows with new cords and hardware more than new windows. As we come in the main front room area here, and we've got little bump out bays in both the dining room and the main living room. So you've got space here. You could do a couch and 2 chairs and a nice coffee table and possibly another rocker or chair in the corner for a nice little cozy living room. Did custom lighting kind of all throughout. Have a couple of modern stores, the Novogratz. I got some of my ceiling fixtures from that I just love. This is one of my favorite ceiling lights. So this has been used in a couple places in the property. This one I thought was really cool, a little bit earthy rattan, but it is white. So just a little different spin on more of the bohemian kind of look here. And again, refurbished windows, great hardware, new cords. And the house originally had radiators, but we put in a brand new forced air system that the main unit's in the basement, and some of the space pack system is up in the attic, but the attic has been completely spray foamed. So we have not had to have heat on here at all. And actually it's stayed pretty cool this summer, believe it or not, even without forced air. So we anticipate to have great efficiency in here, which means low electric and gas bills because of doing the blown-in insulation in the attic. And here, which is our biggest pride and joy, is our kitchen. So I gush over this kitchen just because a lot of thought and money and time was thought into it. We did do a custom kitchen, so everything here was custom sized to fit in the configuration of the space. Again, we did not choose a bright white cabinet. It's kind of like a creamier white, kind of balancing out the color on the walls, but a little bit darker. And then we got beautiful quartz countertops in here, which I really love. Looks like marble with a little bit of vein. And then we did a really pretty contrasting marble-like backsplash tile, so it looks really elegant. And then our hardware, since we have a stainless steel sink, we've got a stainless steel shower sprayer that's coming out of here, as well as the hardware I picked is like a satin nickel, and it's like the closest looking to stainless steel. So we've got a nice, consistent, bright flow in here. There's a time that we thought we were going to go with black hardware, but I'm just so glad that we picked a little bit more of the classic in like the satin nickel and stainless. And one of the other features, but it's taped up right now because the whole property is getting ready to be painted, but we did put in this double pantry because I thought storage is always so key in a kitchen. So we kind of reworked things in here to fit in this pantry. Our kitchen was designed through KSI, so you can even further customize any interior features that you want for the shelving, or kind of pull-outs with them after closing. We also did a custom built around for what we anticipated would be a decent sized fridge. That's all framed in, but a nice little storage. And again, these all open up and they're nice deep cabinets here. And another thing is you can't see right now, but it's going to be factored in. We're doing a custom wine rack on the side of this fridge casement since this is an open space. So it's a great spot to put at least a case of wine in here, which is my favorite. And then here in the half bath. So this originally was like a little pantry, but we thought it was very important for accessibility to have a half bath on the first floor. So the way that we designed it, because we got a lot of doors coming in here, the door actually is going to open out into the kitchen instead of in. So we are having a wall floating sink, which I'm picking up next week. And we're keeping all the features in here in a cool, modern, but yet classic chrome. So lights here with a nice central mirror. You've got an outlet, and we're going to have a white wall sink come off here. Nice commode here in the corner, but plenty of space if we are actually just keeping this the same paint color, but this can be totally zhuzhed up to make a fabulous little powder room bath with wallpapering, whichever additional cabinets. You've got good space in here. And again, the doors are going to be black. So any door that opens is going to be black, like our front door. And I should mention that the front door was one of the original doors that got refurbished. So now we'll go up upstairs. So with this banister, which we're very proud that this was in such good shape, we didn't have to replace hardly many of the spindles. The main posts are all going to be black. The top of the railing is going to be black, but all of the spindles are actually going to be white. And then all the steps have already been resurfaced, and then the treads in between are actually going to be white as well. So we're going to have a nice contrast of color. The other beautiful feature in this house is this fabulous bay, again with the refurbished windows. So we have a nice little recessed light here that you can leave on that will just showcase this beautiful set once it gets painted. And then again, throwing a little bit of flair, did this really nice brass ceiling kind of chandelier fixture that will just showcase really beautifully this whole banister area when you have your lights on. And then for convenience, since we did a pretty considerable gut of this house to refurbish it, we were able to put in recessed LED lighting in this hallway, so this can all be nice and bright. All of the closets that, like this hall closet, and then there's one in the bathroom, will have new built-in wooden shelves. So not the awful wire racks that always fall apart when you overload them or things fall through. There'll be nice wooden shelves up the top. This front room here is a bedroom. Great space with its own closet. Could be an office, could be a dressing room, because the room behind here is the master. So this could be a great space to get ready in the morning if you chose to make this like a huge, large closet. Master bedroom is here. Again, the front of the house is this way, so you've got plenty of space to put a bed here, and then we've got outlets all around to fully, be operational. If you have a side table here, you've got an outlet there. You've got a side table here, you've got an outlet there. If you chose to do a light over the bed or over a piece of artwork, you've got an outlet here. All of the bedrooms do have these black ceiling fans with lights, but we do have central air set up for the house. So we're not installing it now, but can do it in the spring. And then you've got your closet in here for the master. Steps going up to the attic. We toyed a lot with finishing this out. Decided not to because we've got our space pack for our four-stair system up there. But there's still some room, probably at least like 100 square feet for additional storage if you wanted to store anything in the attic. But love that spray foam. It's really going to make the efficiency in this house wonderful. And this bedroom area here, again, another good-sized bedroom we've got in here. Again, with a cool little closet, but great space. You have room to either do a bed here or a bed even out this way with a little side table and something by the window. We had to work the entry into this to accommodate the ductwork, so we shifted the door over. And then here we have the bathroom. So sorry that things are still in disarray because we had to do some reconfiguring of our cabinet to get it flush to the wall with how the plumbing was fitting. But what I love is that we chose a nice dark wood cabinet that has plenty of storage and accents with the brass is great, matching with that with the faucets and these beautiful West built-in vanity mirrors that I think are spectacular, which we have to adjust because right now we can't open them because of the faucet. We'll do that. And then nice and deep in here. So we'll figure that out. And then we've got a nice big soaking tub, again with your classic subway tile off the back. So bathroom features in here will be in the brass accents, but we've got chrome fixtures for the bathroom. And if we pop over here, we do have this great little nook opposite the commode, which again will be nice deep shelves. We're going to start the shelves a little bit high so you could put in a cool little laundry basket in here. And again, beautiful marble-like tile to mimic that which is on the countertops. And this bathroom here. So to give space for what we needed to do in that bathroom, this fourth room was made a little bit smaller. Again, it doesn't have a closet, but this could be like a great storage room, great office, whichever, because it's got a beautiful window in here. So again, really proud of the laborious work that went into the construction of this house. We're, again, hoping we're within our last 30 days finally of all of our punch list items. The big thing was getting the back in front of the house ready on the exterior, and now painting and all the fun touches with decorating and getting it staged before we get it listed. So if you are interested in this property, please feel free to reach out to me by phone, 313-617-2699. Happy to take anybody tours through the house right now as it stands. But again, we're planning on having this on the market by early December. So thanks again for taking this tour. Hopefully you can appreciate the labor of love that went into our restoration of this great house in Detroit in Pingree Park. Thanks, and we'll see you again soon.